Hey everybody, welcome to Choose to Change, a show that inspires through the power of lyrics. You can read along as the songs are playing at HeyUGLY.org. Choose to Change through the power of music with Betty Hefner. It's all about the lyrics.
Hey, yeah, it's all about the lyrics here at Choose to Change, and the song you were just listening to is Change Your Mind by Sister Hazel. And we're going to give a shout out to Sister Hazel, a great group, sisterhazel.com. Check out their music. Thank you so much for letting us use your song. And I want to introduce, we're going to have a great show today. You're not even going to believe this. But first, Michelle Gibson, co-host of Choose to Change. How are you?
All right. I'm really excited about this show. It's been crazy putting it together.
Why? Where's this artist from?
This artist is from Australia.
Australia.
And I not only really loved her songs and her lyrics, but I loved how she expressed herself, and that we could get Australia up in here and know that they feel the same way as us.
Yep.
So due to the distance, we couldn't do a phone interview, but I kind of gave her some questions to answer, and she sent an MP3 so we can hear her amazing, really cute accent, because I love accents.
Okay, great. So I'm gonna let you kind of take over from here, so I don't interrupt.
We're gonna let her take over a lot. She's gonna do a lot of talking, so less from us. And first, she's gonna introduce herself. But I do want to say it's Cody K, as in it's spelled Codi and then K. Kaye.
Does she have a website?
She does not have a website. You can find her on Facebook, and I think I will go into that a little bit more and where you can find her.
Okay.
In a minute. Let's let her say who she is.
Hey guys, my name's Cody K. I'm 16 and I'm a singer-songwriter from Australia.
All right, and that was our first listen to Cody K. So I'm going to give you a little more information on her, and then she will give us even more information. But I'm going to read it kind of quick. Cody writes about experiences, not only experiences that she has had, but experiences of people who she knows or see. When writing, she tries to think of how she would feel towards the situation, or in her experiences, how she did feel. She says kids out there today are so afraid to speak up, whether it be to bullies, to partners, to friends, parents, or even to themselves. They are so afraid of being judged or put down by having their own opinion. In her song, she looks at situations relevant to kids and young adults and tries to give them a realization or a solution to the problem. A lot of her songs are more sad than happy, but she does write about happy experiences as well. The reason her songs are more sad than happy is because she wants people who are struggling to be able to relate to them and know that they aren't alone and that someone actually does understand how they feel. She wants everyone who listens to her music to know and believe that they are significant and important to this world. In the near future, her plans are to keep writing and keep singing. She will post more of her originals on YouTube, so you can find her at YouTube, search Cody K, and hopefully more covers as well. Gaining so many people's support has really boosted her confidence, because she used to be so shy singing in front of groups of people. But now she plans on doing more gigs and hopefully getting her music out there to one day become professional and do her best to help a broader amount of people. She has just done some recording and is really looking forward to hopefully getting some originals up on iTunes. It may be a little while yet, but she will definitely be looking into it. You can currently find Cody on Facebook. Search Cody K, Codi space Kaye, and you'll be able to find her. And you can do the same on YouTube. She would also love to have people check out the people she recorded with at ciproductions.com, and since we're with Australia, .au. So it's ciproductions.com.au. And now I'm going to let Cody tell us a little bit about herself.
Okay, cool. This is great.
I first started with music, playing the drums for my primary school band. There was about 6 people try out, and funnily enough, I got it. It was definitely what got me so into music, but after about 4 years of the drums, I hit high school and I didn't really want to be in the band anymore. So I learnt some chords on the guitar and I started to sing. Singing at first was kind of just a whatever thing. I'd always dreamed of becoming professional, but I never was like really serious about it until I started to write songs. At 12, I asked for a guitar for my 13th birthday, and not expecting it to actually happen, on my birthday a maton was waiting in the back room of our house. I started to play and write so much more, and that's when songwriting kind of became really important to me.
Wow.
All right, so we got that's pretty cool. We got Australia here in the U.S.
Isn't that neat?
And that's neat because we get to bring her here. All right, so we're gonna play her song, and then she sent me great descriptions of each song. So her first song, and bring out your Kleenex. It's called "You're Not Innocent" by Codi Kaye.
Shut your mouth, 'cause you know what the consequences are. It's blood on your hands. I hope you realize now you've killed yourself. I hope you figured that out. How do you feel now she's gone and her family is torn? How do you feel now she's watching you live on? You can try, you can cry, you can play, but you're not innocent. Too late, it's 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 too late.
All right, Betty, why don't you tell me what you think, why I bring up what she had to say?
Well, I mean, I'm just going to tell you, I love the song, and it is so true. When there's so many kids out there that are cyberbullying and bullying and actually telling kids, I've heard this from some kids, they get notes saying, why don't you go kill yourself? Why don't you go kill yourself? I've never said that to anybody in my entire life. Why would anybody say that? And then there's just too many kids that are choosing to take their lives. They're in so much pain, they don't know what to do.
Sorry, this is very difficult.
Oh, we're trying to pull up.
A certain timing.
But I
on
think
it.
her voice is fantastic.
Oh my
We can
goodness.
understand almost every word that she's saying, which is wonderful. And remember, everybody, go to HeyUGLY.org. Ugly stands for Unique, Gifted, Lovable You, to read all the lyrics to Cody Kaye's songs because they are
Yeah.
powerful.
Isn't it weird how even though we have accents when we sing, we kind of all sound the same.
Yeah.
So this is Cody's interpretation of that song. So I'm going to let her describe it.
You're Not Innocent is about a girl who is bullied and made fun of so badly that she feels as if suicide is her only escape. The lyrics are really confronting, which to some people may be hard, but to others I feel like it's just what they needed to hear. I've had two main responses from You're Not Innocent. One being people realising that, what they're saying is really badly affecting people. And the other being people that are being grateful and thankful that someone is standing up for bullying and standing up for people who are being bullied. The first verse of You're Not Innocent is about where this girl is getting bullied and how. She's having stories made up about her that aren't true. She's being told to kill herself. But the worst part is it's starting at school, but it's not ending at school. When she goes home, it's continuing on social network. And I understand that people have an option to get away from that. But I guess I kind of am questioning, should people have to deactivate their social network pages just because they're getting bullied on them? I just don't think that that's fair. The second verse of You're Not Innocent is about the effects and how they're gradually getting to this girl. It's not all of a sudden. It takes time for her to finally have had enough that she just doesn't even want to live anymore. The bridge, I feel, is the most confronting part of the story because it's simply and clearly stating that these people are the reason for the death and the suicide of someone, in this case, a young girl. The chorus is basically just a bunch of confronting rhetorical questions. It continues to ask the bullies how they're feeling now that their words have been taken seriously. The chorus is someone speaking who's annoyed that these bullies, they're crying and they're trying to make amends, but really it's their fault. And if this girl hadn't have commit suicide, then they probably most likely would still be bullying her.
So that's what she had to say. So let's go to the next song because she just wraps it up good enough.
You got it.
All right. The next one is I'm Losing Myself, also written and played by Cody K.
Can't take away the pain, so I won't never feel again. 'Cause it hurts, but there's far worse to come. Can you look me in the eye? Tell me it will be alright. 'Cause right now I'm so far down there. No way up. So the bruises stay, these horrible stains, and I'm losing myself. I'm losing myself, yeah.
Have you ever felt like they won?
How did we find her, or did she find us?
Somebody, and I don't know who. Actually, I got it once earlier on that put it on our Facebook, and then I actually then again got it recently on our Facebook, but it was after I had already contacted her. So that's how we found her. So thank you to who that person was, and I could kick myself for not getting the proper credit to them. But
What is our Facebook?
It's HeyUGLY INC.
Hey
So,
Ugly INC.
But the easiest way is to go to heyugly.org and click on it, because sometimes I know people are having trouble finding it.
Yeah, right on the homepage is a link to our Facebook and to Twitter.
And you can find Cody K there. Are you ready to hear what she had to say?
Absolutely.
All right, here we go. And thank you, Cody, for putting this all together.
Yep.
I'm Losing Myself is basically about someone who is being physically abused. Again, the lyrics are very confronting, kind of giving you an image of what's going on throughout the song. The first and second verse of I'm Losing Myself are basically talking about this person who is talking about themselves. He or she wishes that they could take away their feelings so that they don't have to feel the pain anymore. They're explaining that they're so far gone from themselves that they've stopped even caring about what happens to them anymore. They're saying that, yes, this is hurting, but they're so afraid of what will happen if they do something that they just let it go on. The chorus of I'm Losing Myself is basically a summary of what's happening throughout the song. The bruises are staying, meaning that, they're not going to do anything about it. And they refer to them as horrible stains, which kind of makes it seem a lot worse. They're saying that they're losing themselves. Everything that's happening and not being able to do anything or not wanting to do anything is causing them to lose their mind and all that they are. The last chorus is them giving in fully. They've been beaten so badly that they just don't even care anymore. They've just given in. All the promises of a relationship have been broken. The fact that their partner has told him or her that they'd never hurt them, it's gone. Like, that's obviously happened. And the partner that has beaten them up has won. Whatever sick game that they feel is going on has won, because he or she has fully given up.
All right. She summed it up. We ready for that last song?
Yeah, I am.
All right.
Can you guys believe she's 16 years old?
16. Somebody needs to sweep her up.
Oh, my God.
Get her a record deal and then tour her here so I can see her live.
Yep. We'll get her in the studio.
And then we'll hear some of those happy songs she mentioned. All right. Here we go. The last one's called My Conscience by Cody K.
Criticize 'cause my conscience thoughts are so clear, and it's all I can escape from. My conscience shows what I think, but I don't wanna see, 'cause my conscience shows me bad things, and those bad things torment me. I was the one that let you in. I was the one that let you in. I was the one that failed to see this was not real. I was imagining.
Cody Kaye, man.
Cody K.
16 years old, Australia.
And absolutely, can we, like, she put this together for us, too. Like, so we could do an interview with somebody in Australia.
Yeah. Has she been on the radio before?
No.
So this is
She
her
was
first.
shocked when I emailed her.
Ah,
So, I
Cool.
mean,
cool.
pick her up before somebody else
Somebody-
does.
Oh, I
Anybody
know.
listening? Hold on. She described that song really well too. Oh, perfect. I now have the timing perfect. Are we
Okay.
ready?
Yep, ready.
Here she is telling us about my conscience.
My conscience is probably the most unusual concept I've written about so far. It's someone's conscience speaking to them. The song's meaning is basically how much our minds can corrupt or distort what's actually going on within our lives. The first and second verse of My Conscience are the conscience telling this person that it's their fault all of this self-consciousness and loneliness is happening, stating that it's not just what people say that are causing this person to feel bad, that there's so many things about them that aren't worthy. Then they go on to say in the second verse, this person is trying to think otherwise and think positive, but their conscience isn't letting them, and it's telling them that they're weak and alone and making them feel like that's true. The chorus is basically the conscience admitting that it's not real, but this person has let their conscience in and take over, and they've failed to realize it's not as bad as what it's being made out to be. The bridge is this person confessing how afraid they are of their conscience, because it is them. It's themselves that is making them feel so horrible. The last chorus reflects that, and the lyrics show that this person now knows that they've let their conscience make worse what's actually going on.
Ah.
Right. She just is like, it's like we can sit back and just let her do her thing.
Well, let me throw something at you. Do you think your conscience is you?
Your conscience is you a lot. Yeah. Yeah. How is it not?
I just saw this guy on television. He talks about the brain, and he says there's three parts of the brain. The part at the back of the brain, which is in charge of flight or fight. And then there's the part inside, which is the emotions. And then all the gray matter that covers it is that self-talk. And that's our brain. So our conscience is held within our brain. We can control that if we use all three pieces at one time. If we're only using the center part, which is the emotions, we're not using the entire brain, which keeps us like a prisoner. And we are not what we think. We can actually look at our thoughts.
Yeah.
We can sit there. We are I, and the thoughts are me, if you look at it that way. So the I can look at the thoughts, which is the conscious, and go, wow, isn't that interesting that they're thinking those kind of thoughts? And then you can choose to change.
And she just basically, that's what she described the song as. Do we have a little time? She left another little
Absolutely.
few messages.
We're at 27 minutes in.
Okay, so we will listen to this, and then we'll probably let her say goodbye.
That'd be great.
All right, so this is
Thanks,
something.
listeners, for listening. We appreciate it so
Yes.
much, and we hope you enjoyed the show as much as we did putting it on for you.
Cody, thank you.
Cody K,
we will
Kaye.
We will keep in touch. I will help you all I can. So
Yep.
here's a message from her, and then she will end it.
I started writing songs to express how I felt. I was never really good in bad situations when I was talking to people. I just didn't like the thought of making someone else feel humiliated or me being knocked down for defending someone or myself. So I started to write songs about how I was feeling. After playing them to my family and close friends, I kind of realised their reactions were telling me that I wasn't too bad at writing songs. So I broadened the ideas I wrote about, and I started to look at other people's experiences as well as my own. I really wanted to be able to help people because when things were hard for me, I would find it so hard to explain to people exactly how I felt. And I thought, well, other people must feel this way too. So writing songs and sharing them was my way of getting across to other kids to realise that they weren't alone.
All right. So articulate. And then she also left me with something to end the show with. And I'm going to let her do that. Thanks for being in the studio from Australia, Cody. Felt like she was here.
I felt like she was here too.
All right. I think I got this.
I'm hoping to just keep singing and writing and getting my stuff out there. I'm really looking forward to doing more and more gigs. And I'm definitely going to be working towards a career in singing and songwriting. I'm actually hoping to get some of my own music on iTunes fairly soon, but I guess we'll just see how everything pans out. So, yeah.
So, yeah, what a way to end.
She's an articulate
Cody
girl, too.
K. And Michelle Gibson, thank you so much for co-hosting the show with us today. Listeners, thank you so much. Choose to Change airs every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time and repeats on Thursday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Time.